Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with a blog to watch. Today I'm going to review the latest version of the Citizen Promaster Altichron, an interesting cult favorite watch at this point, which is back with a new style in a Citizen Super Titanium case. If you're familiar with the Altichron collection, it has been around for a while, and it's the cousin watch of the Aqualand, which was a watch with a depth gauge that Citizen originally came out with. It may have been as early as the late 1980s. During the 1990s, they were kind of popular because it was a watch with a depth gauge. And it was pretty cool, and it had the sensor on the side. And the same technology that measures depth, of course, measures altitude and pressure, and you see that on the side here. You can technically take this watch underwater and get a reading. You can see here in the yellow that the depth hand can go into the negative, of course, but it's not designed to tell you that with precision. It's really meant for climbing and to tell you altitude. This has, I think it's their J280 movement, which has been around for a while. And prior to smartwatches, this is really what you had, these interesting little electronic modules inside of analog watches that could do things that your mechanical watch couldn't. And that was really, really cool. And Citizen was always at the forefront of this interesting type of miniaturization. This movement now is not as modern today as it may have been in the past with the proliferation of smartwatches, but there is still a market for devices like this that don't require any type of connected technology. This, of course, is an eco-drive watch, which means it's powered by light, and you have just a certain range of features that a watch like this has that you're not going to get in a smartwatch. The Super Titanium case you can see here is coated with a darker color, and that's actually quite attractive. And the dial is a little bit more retro and legible than any of the Altichrons in the past. If you go on the Blog to Watch website, you'll see that I've reviewed a number of them from the past, and a lot of them had very kind of futuristic, wild designs. And I think Citizen was like, you know what? These aren't actually futuristic and wild anymore. These are actually more retro, which is true. And so they've got to this type of look. It's big. It's 47 millimeters wide, and it is by no means the thinnest watch on the market. And there's that big domed crystal there, which you can see has an interesting sort of fun distortion effect there when you turn it. But overall, it's actually quite legible, and it is a handsome looking watch. This is a timepiece for people that have liked the Altichron in the past. If you like really bold, legible watches with a bunch of stuff going on the dial, this will be fun for you. There's a lot of great things to be said about this, but again, some of the challenges are you'll have to figure out how to use the movement by reading the instructions, and understanding that even though this is a smarter type of quartz watch, it's not going to have all the features and things like that you see available today on maybe a modern smartwatch. But really cool. The reference number of this Promaster Altichron is the BN4065-07L. The retail price is $995, and you can see the full review of the Citizen Promaster Altichron on blogtowatch.com. Thanks so much.